Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading for December. Let's get straight into it. First chakra, Archangel Michael. He's the Archangel of the first chakra. First chakra, down at the bottom of your spine there and your tailbone. That is where our security and stability is. So if Archangel Michael is with you at the moment, it might mean that you're not feeling stable or secure in some area of your life. It can also mean that your back could be hurting a little bit too. As a result of that insecurity and stability, you could have a bad back. 6 of Rods just fell out, so we're going to use that. Let's see what the rest of the cards are. Cancer, I have a victory over that security and stability to start with. 6 of Rods. I'm very happy I started with that because it's a victory. So if there's anything going on in your life and you're wanting an outcome or you're expecting some sort of outcome, I have a victory for you. You've done the right thing. It opens up the world to your feet. So whether that's something about friendships, work, relationships, there's a victory coming your way. And whilst I really like that you're celebrating your victory here, because I do, we're falling a bit of a heap at the end of the year. So I'm thinking we're going to end 2025 on a bit of a low instead of a high, which I don't like. I like everything to be wrapped up in a nice little happy bow at the end of the month. If I see things that are a little bit unsettling, then I like to finish on a high rather than a low. But Cancer, I'm sorry, we're finishing on a low. Maybe you get to New Year's Eve and you think, oh, my life is terrible and it's 2025 was terrible. It was for a lot of people. 2025 was shit for a lot of people. And there's a lot happened with the planets and everything. It was just so many retrogrades and so much stuff going on. It was just enormous for everyone to deal with. And you are no exception to that rule. So we're starting out with that victory, as I said. So whatever you're planning, stick to it. It will work out. You've got the world at your feet. You're going the right way. I think I need to say to you, you're going the right way. You are supported. Please keep going the way you're going. And the victory is kind of hollow at the same time, though, which is interesting to me because I've got the victory, world, temperance, 3 of Cups, great cards in here. I'm finishing with a King of Pentacles here at the end, which is my biggest secure and stable guy in the deck. But we get there, you're exhausted, you're flat or depressed, and you just don't feel like anything's going right when it actually has. Maybe you never thought the fight would end. Maybe you never thought that you would see the day that it would happen. Maybe you've been fighting the good fight with whatever this is, and by the time you get to the end of it and you have your victory, you just fall in a big fucking heap. It's like as soon as we stop, we fall apart. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. There we go. So if we're living a life that's not aligned with what we truly, truly, truly want, we are going to be fractured like the girl on this card. We're going to be fractured and we're not going to be happy, and we're going to think that things aren't quite in place like a jigsaw puzzle. They're not all fit into the right place. Something's around the wrong way and interrupting the flow of everything. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Oh, I find this fascinating because I've just popped that over the top of my 3 of Cups card. So whilst we're going through all of these changes, where do you need to set better boundaries when it comes to your friendships? Are there people that are saying too much? Are there people that are overstepping things? Are they saying things that are upsetting you and you're not calling them out? But boundaries is an interesting one because sometimes people have no fucking clue about boundaries and you have to tell them. Sometimes when you're logical, you think I probably shouldn't say that, but some people have no bloody filter and they just say and do things without thinking. And then you're left there feeling like a piece of shit because of what they said. But then we also have to set the boundaries ourselves. So we have to take a little bit of responsibility when people step over boundaries and we haven't made our boundaries clear. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Gosh, that's a big one. Okay, so you've broken the chain. I feel like you have broken the chain at the start of the month. I feel like you've done that because I've got the victory, I've got the world, I've got the right path. So I think you've done that. And I think that might be what that means. So we're breaking the chain. We're going to stop doing what we've always been doing. We've broken the chain. We're going to do something different. We're going to align our life, set better boundaries, and then we're going to rewrite the future. This is big stuff. No wonder you get to the end of the month and you're exhausted and you feel like nothing's going right. The fact of the matter is, Cancer, I want to say to you, if you think everything's not going right, if you think everything's going wrong, the fact of the matter is everything's going right. It's just up here that you can't see it. I have a 4 of Cups in here too. The person who has everything, but they're still not happy. Maybe you've been in this mode for so long that you can't figure out how to function without the stress and pressure. That could be it too. Gallant, accept healing energies. Oh, okay, so accept healing energies. Stepping into the masculine is a lot about what this card is. So being brave, being strong, accept healing energies from others, but internally as well. I like to feel that the universe is giving you the courage and the drive to get through this little part at the end of the month. You'll be okay. You're going to be just fine. There's nothing in here where I'm thinking, holy crap, I can see why you're a bit down at the end of the month. To me, it's all going right. You just don't think it is. Trust the process. Trust the process. Let's get a love card for you for the end of the month. Butterfly, another butterfly. Okay, this is coming up a lot. I think it's because it's December and everyone's going to be going out having Christmas drinks and catching up and doing all the things before Christmas. You'll meet a new interest at a love party or a night out. Pretty self-explanatory. So while you're being a social butterfly, you're going to meet someone and fall in love, and maybe this could be a person that you're looking for. But I would say to you that you need to be in probably a bit more of a positive mindset if you're going to go out and meet someone, okay? Maybe too, when I think about relationships with this card, you're thinking, oh, never work out, everyone's an asshole, everyone's a bitch, whatever, however you put it, everyone's out to get me kind of thing. Then that's not going to work, is it? So go out. If you have any invitations during December, just take them, because you never know who you might meet. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next month. Bye.